the Sandman's final match at GCW Joey Janela Spring Break 10. Wow. Are we excited? What's going on?
Not right now. I'm not excited, but I will be when my music hits.
I was actually looking through some stuff before. You've announced a retirement before in your career via a MySpace bulletin. Do you remember this?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
Internet says it
what's
happened.
MySpace?
Yeah. So apparently,
dude.
in the evolution of social media for the kids following along at home, back in like 04 to 07, you had MySpace, which was before your Instagrams, before even Facebook. You had MySpace, and there was a bulletin that went out from the Sandman or the Sandman's page that said, "Hey, listen, I'm stepping away."
Yeah, I was probably trying to get paid by somebody.
Double
what you're trying to do
your
now?
price.
He's doing the same thing now.
Absolutely. Yes, so
stealing
don't miss
money.
Joey Janela Spring Break 10. Wow, this is funny. Okay, so now to talk about some of the legacy within your career, we've got to kind of go back a little bit, right? When the Sandman, when you were just a wee little Sandman growing up in the Philadelphia area, what were you like as a kid? What were you like?
I
in
grew
school?
up in Delaware County.
Okay.
I, pretty much always, my whole life, I've had
Where in
a
Delco?
house around. Right now, I live in Havertown.
Me too.
And I grew up on Lawrence Road, right by St. Pius Church,
Yeah.
right across from
I'm
there.
over by Lanark Diner.
Dude, we live very close to each
Look
other.
at that. Getting
Very
beers
close
this
to it.
summer with the
like
Sandman.
like within a quarter mile. 'Cause
Okay.
I live in front by Lowe's, but that's
yeah.
the Giant shopping center.
I'm in there all the time. Okay, so you grew up in that area. What were you like as a kid? What were your subjects? What did you know?
I don't know,
Come on.
dude. It's hard to remember.
Were you an English
Well,
kid?
dude, no, dude. You have to. I read a paper every day because that was like big, and that's how you only knew shit then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would just read the paper, and I was big into sports, anything into Philly sports, like how Philly people are.
Yeah, you can't grow up in this area and not be a fan.
Right. Yeah, they're straight nuts. Yeah, but I was a little crazy.
Yeah.
Spent my times in jail. Yeah.
Okay. So when you see kids that you you see people that you grew up with or whatever that knew you in school, or they're like, I'm not surprised on the road you went down.
Yeah. It fit me because when I was 5 years old, I wanted to be a pro wrestler. Literally my whole life, and all my rugby friends and stuff like that. They were like, dude, you got to be a wrestler. You got to be a wrestler. But there was no such thing as a wrestling school around here. The wrestling school just popped in with Joel Goodhart started one, and I was one of his first students. I met him, gave him like $3,500, and within it was March 6th, and I had my March 6th was my first training day, and by June 9th, I had my first match, like 1990.
Describe your first match and how Sandman feels walking into that.
Oh, dude, no, dude, you're. Can I curse on
Yeah,
this thing?
yeah. Well, you already
dude,
did.
You're
so-
shitting bricks.
Yeah.
You're shitting bricks, you
Sure.
know, because you've never been out there before, and you're and they put you with a guy who knows what he's doing, so it's really hard for you to screw up. You
Do you remember the venue?
Oh no, it was in Norristown Ford, right on 363, like Trooper. Norristown
And
Ford
what's
outside.
the crowd like there?
It's not like it is now. It wasn't
Sure.
like they weren't trained yet, like ECW kind of trained them. You know what I mean? They weren't like rabid nuts at that point yet.
Even the indies that exist now weren't the way that they were
Right.
back
Yeah,
then.
exactly.
Yeah. So you kind of come up the ranks here. How did you get linked into the ECW fold? How did you?
Well,
connect with
the
them?
guy who originally started. What was the original Tri-State Wrestling Alliance? It was,
Okay.
and then that guy ran out of money, and then Todd Gordon took it over, who owns Carver W. Reed out on 8th Street. So he took it over, and then he made it ECW, and then just we got Paul Heyman in here as the booker, and then
Sure.
we really took off.
And then you
Like,
made the
boom.
transition into Extreme Championship Wrestling. I want to talk to you a little bit about you know, because I know the story of you were a little bit different of a character when you started as the Sandman, and then they kind of coached you to like, hey, no more, be yourself. We want the Sandman to be who you are.
Well, Sandman, this is how I got my name. The guy called Joel, the guy that I was talking about that started Tri-State Wrestling Alliance, is driving down 95, and he sees Mr. Sandman box spring and mattress. And then he met me that night. He goes, you're going to be Mr. Sandman. And he pointed at my wife and said, she's going to be Peaches. So I got my name off a billboard.
Wow.
I know. It's pretty cool, though.
So you were the Sandman before Metallica released the song?
Yes.
Okay, so when they released the song, you were like, oh, let's go.
Well, that was another, because I didn't listen to that kind of music. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you're a pop fan.
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know if we want to let that out.
Bruno
on the
Mars is great. Michael Jackson's great. Madonna's great.
Yeah.
And Prince. Those are like the best.
So you weren't listening to Metallica. You weren't listening to the Kill 'Em
Nah, I
All
was listening
album.
to 102 or 98.6 or whatever.
Yeah.
And, but mostly, even like from the time I was like probably like early 20s, it's all sports. You know, you listen to like if you're on a job site, I would be listening to sports more than I would be listening to.
Well, let's talk about the job
music.
site real quick, because before you got into wrestling full time, you had other jobs. What did you do?
I was construction. I had construction businesses.
Were you any?
So I was doing concrete walls. And then I did roofing for a while. I started out with that. Then I did carpentry. Really, I can build you a house. The only thing I really don't mess with is electricity and plumbing. But I can do everything else.
Is that where you found your love for lumber there? You just had some, old wood laying around and you just started whacking dudes
Love
with
for
it?
lumber. Never heard it said like that. My love for lumber. Yikes.
Okay, so I want to go back to you getting the Metallica song and that becoming your iconic.
Some kid that
entry.
worked for me. So I had this job with the newspaper. I would take these kids out and they would knock on your door and get you to sign up for the Philadelphia Inquirer. I paid a kid $5, I get paid $20. And that kid goes, "Oh, you got to hear the song. You got to hear the song, freaking Metallica." And he kept telling me, and then one day, freaking, he brought something in and had me listen to it. I was like, "Yeah, you're
So
right.
you take
this
your
is
print
good."
CD out, you put the Metallica
Literally,
CD in.
yes.
Yeah.
It was a tape.
Cassettes.
Yeah, cassette.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was
All
a
right.
cassette back then.
So with this song being so synonymous with your iconic entrance, do you almost sometimes wish that you wouldn't have gone with such a commercially successful song? Because it's hard for them. They dub it over now, and
Well, the only reason they didn't use it in WWE was because
they didn't want to cut the check.
Headfield went to them and said, right the year that song came out, and said that they want to play WrestleMania. And Vince goes, "Who the hell are they?" And then that's
What year
that's
was
when
that?
they went, like 94.
Vince didn't know who Metallica was in 94?
Well, and then that's why they couldn't get my music, because he said, "Screw him, he ain't getting it."
Wow, that is...
Yeah, that's a dreamer story.
Yeah. Okay, so something that I kind of was digging through when I was looking up old Sandman information, you had a Texas death match, is this right, with Mick Foley as Cactus
Yeah, he
Jack?
knocked me out in that one.
Yeah.
Straight knocked me out. I didn't have a clue. Don't remember the match, any of it.
And so the story is that you went off script and they couldn't control
No,
you?
he was pissed at me because, well, the whole thing is in a Texas death match, what I had never done before, you got to stay down for a 10 count. So he pins me outside, and I just keep getting up, but he's pissed out. Oh, he is hot. When he got into the back, he was freaking screaming. But then when I got through the back, then they realized, I was totally clueless.
You keep getting up like Michael Myers.
Yeah, and he's getting pissed. I probably did it like 5 times. He was hot.
So then, at this point, you've got a young Joey Janela watching at home. Joey, is this the type of stuff that made it to where you're like, that's what I want to do? I want to be a deathmatch king.
I mean, I didn't find out about ECW till like '97. I was born in '89, so I wasn't. I wasn't watching it. I wasn't tape trading or anything at 3 years old. But,
Well, were you part of the crowd? Because I'm like you in '97 when the WWE thing happened. You guys did that takeover and everything. Because I grew up in Detroit, and so we didn't get ECW. The only time I would know about it is the back of the magazines.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that's how I sort of. Yeah,
I had obviously seen the magazines, but it was also on, I think, MSG where I was.
Okay.
Was the
Back in the day, we were
midnight.
definitely on MSG.
Yeah.
It was ECW. But it was. I found about ECW actually. I did a summer camp. It wasn't really like a summer camp per se where you go away during the week, so your parents didn't have to deal with you during the fucking summer. They'd send you to the rec center in the park in the town, and all the kids would be there. And
That's
the
when you
camp
start
counselors
fighting
were
kids?
into. Oh yeah, of course. But the camp counselors were big into wrestling, and when there was a wrestling pay-per-view on Sunday, whatever it was, WCW, Bash at the Beach, whatever, WF, whatever. On Monday, they would gather all the kids in the rec center, and all the camp counselors would watch the recorded VHS of whatever. And then I seen ECW, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
And that ruined my life forever.
It was downhill after that.
Well, here we are.
Yeah, because your legacy, you came up through a lot of these death matches right here in the area,
Yeah.
right? you know, we've talked before. I mean, obviously the iconic you coming off of the top of the building. We've seen documentaries on that. Where is Joey Janela today? I mean, I see
Not doing that shit.
Really?
So I see at Joey Janela Spring Break 10, you're taking on Brodie Lee Jr.
I mean, that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, you're like,
It's like I fell off a building enough, you know. I can't do it anymore.
give me
you
a
know?
14-year-old.
I escaped death enough, you know. Now I have to wrestle children.
Oh, that kid will carry him through that match.
Well, I'm wrestling kids. He's wrestling invisible people. This is a fucked show. This is Jim Cornette. This is like on paper. This show is Jim Cornette's absolute his fan base and himself. Like not maybe his fan base. This is the absolute nightmare show for them.
Yeah,
It's like the Sandman is wrestling. Not only that, the Sandman is wrestling an invisible fucking man.
yeah.
And Joey Janela, Jelly Nutella, is wrestling a 14-year-old kid. Which they see is like, they think he's like 8 years old still in their head. They see him running around in AEW in that
Sure.
COVID era. That's what they think he still is. He's actually almost my height now, which by maybe next year he'll be maybe 6'3" or something.
Now this young man he's fully submerged. This is what he wants to do.
Oh, man. I was seeing training clips of him at Natty and TJ School of Dungeon in Florida. And I was watching them, and I was like, wow, he got the movements down.
Yeah.
I went there last week, all week, just to work out the match and train with him. Kayfabe, but my God, the prodigy.
Yeah. So now you're
Prodigy.
ready to kick his ass in Vegas.
Oh, yeah, I'm really going to give it to him, but he's going to give it to me, too. Like,
Yeah.
he was throwing some potatoes during that rehearsal. We were rehearsing all day, and he was throwing some absolute potato. I said, just hit me in the face. I'd rather you hit me in the face than whiff.
Right.
He was potatoing the fuck out of me. He was hitting me hard. But, yeah, he's a prodigy. I mean, when he's 18, you know.
Look out.
I mean, look out now. Like, WrestleMania, we're going to steal the weekend. Like, every year, spring break, I try to say, listen, this is WWE's weekend, but at the end of the day, everyone's talking about spring break when it's all over.
That's awesome. So you guys do Friday night, right?
Friday night and then Saturday night, we do the midnight show, which we started as a midnight show. We do the cluster. Oh, I cursed enough. The cluster fuck, which is just a really acid trippy Royal Rumble. I know Hack would love it.
I love
Speaking
acid.
of, yeah.
Acid and mushrooms. Oh my God! I almost took some mushrooms this morning. Before I came here.
I wish you would have. So let's talk a little bit about your love for vices. You used to come in with a beer and a cigarette. What's your cigarette of choice, and what was your beer of choice?
Non-filtered or Camels
Jesus.
and Budweiser.
Hell yeah, brother. You ever make any money off drinking anybody's beer or anything? Nowadays, I feel like you
That's
could have
horrible.
you left some money on the table. there.
Right now, there's a brewery at every block now. I'm surprised no one's hit them up to do their own beer right now.
There should be
There's
the
some guys that
Sandman
have
beer.
printed
Yes.
some Sandman beers, you know, like a couple cases here or
Yeah.
there.
And I think you could have got a Zuba Pants check too back in the day.
I might be wearing them next month.
Yeah, yeah. They still print those. They still make those. and put those out.
We saw a couple of them. The
They're
ones I
back.
used to wear.
They're,
They're back. Yeah, there's a whole website up. They came back like 6 years ago. Like Zubaz is like they do business. They have like a whole. They have a merchandise deal with the NFL again now, and they just print every team, track jackets, pants, everything. They're back. They're fully back.
Yeah, I think what do they say? You hold on to something long enough, it'll come back into style. So here we are, 20
And Hardy's
years up.
back.
Hey, the shirt's one of them.
Yeah.
The shirt's 20 years old, I think.
Back in '97, when you guys did the WWF takeover, what was the vibes backstage like? How were they?
For you know it's going to have a shelf life, you know what I'm saying? So I had no like delusions of grandeur, like they're going to do something great with us.
Yeah.
I just it was more like a couple of one-offs.
Okay. There was nothing backstage where it was like, oh, these guys, we don't want this Philadelphia trash in here.
Not that I heard.
Yeah.
Everybody loves me.
Yeah, I can see why. You're in the video games now. That's cool. The 2K
Yeah, that's a
videos.
lovely thing.
It's a good check. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
real good.
Yeah. Did they have you come on as like a legacy? Like,
No, they got me under, and I just found this out. Somebody was telling me that Brian Myers, I think, was telling me that I had a Legends deal, but I don't. I have a personal likeness contract with them.
Sure.
So I don't have a Legends deal. I have some other thing.
You're a dad. I'm in my first year of being a father. You got any dad? What's Sandman's dad advice like?
Wow. Yikes.
I like to
Be
shift
real.
gears. I keep you
I
hot.
know. It's like, just be real. Just
yeah.
be true to yourself. Because if you can't be true to yourself, then you're done.
And
You
what do
really
you
just have to be your true
elaborate on that?
Well, when you wake up in the morning, just be true to yourself. Know who the hell you are. Know where you want to be, where you want to go, what you want to do. That's simple.
Joey, any kids that you know about?
Not that I know about. Maybe a couple here and there somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll find out one day on the Maury show.
Yeah.
Joey, you are the father. Jesus. I'd be a good father, though.
Yeah?
You know, I'd be a good father.
I think so.
Yeah, I think I would.
Think
You know, it just sucks because I
What are you
usually-
going to punish the kid in the corner with light tubes?
No. The thing is, I usually date girls in the business, and they don't want to, you don't want to settle down and have kids. They want to live their careers, you know what I'm
Sure.
saying? But, yeah, who knows? I'm 36 now, you know. I could be like RBD and have twins at, how old is he? 50
Yeah, did
now?
he just
Yeah, I know.
have those?
Yeah, his first kids.
Like
Well, his
December.
wife did, not him. That'd be
Yeah.
interesting. It's National Cheesesteak Day.
Oh,
Is?
Yes.
Every day's a something anymore. It's like literally every day there's a something. And it's probably more than just a cheesesteak day. It's probably something else day too.
Oh, I'm
in
sure.
Wisconsin, it's a cheese day, I'm sure.
Yeah. But what's Sandman's cheesesteak of choice growing up in
You
Philadelphia?
know what? I got tired of cheesesteaks. I ate so many of them, I don't even really eat them much anymore.
Okay. But when you were
So,
a connoisseur.
cheesesteak hoagie.
Yeah?
Mayo on the bread.
Yeah.
Lettuce,
Cheesesteak
tomato,
hoagie
and
comes
raw
with lettuce,
onions.
tomato.
And raw onions.
And what's your spot? What was your spot?
It's closed now.
Mm.
I can't even remember what the name was.
Joey Janela?
oh man.
It's cheesesteak day. What's your cheesesteak
I
of
love
choice?
cheesesteaks.
Yeah.
I love cheesesteaks.
You got a spot?
I mean, when I was going to CCW shows at the arena when I was a teenager, that was like the first time I had like an authentic Philly cheesesteak. It was Tony Luke's, of course.
That's it.
But
Yeah,
I mean, the cheesesteak game is crazy these days.
I think they had to change their name though because of
Yeah, because the
tax
brothers were all
stuff.
fighting with each other and bickering at each other. It's
Yeah,
like a
there was
whole
something there.
situation there. But
You should have had them be in spring break.
oh, the brothers
Yeah.
fight with a cheesesteak on a fucking pole match.
There it is.
I had a
Came out-
hoagie.
yeah, I was
had a
there.
hoagie on a stick match.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Absolutely. Yeah, he whooped Jordan Oliver, who was repping BTA that day. And Jordan Oliver and Alec Pride also going to be on the card at spring break,
hell
right?
yeah. Oh yeah, those guys are those are the best indie wrestlers in the world right now. But Alec I knew only for the last few years, but Jordan I've knew since he was Brodie Lee's age now, for like 14. I wrestled him probably for the first time. So this kid, he's the hardest working. Jordan Oliver's like the hardest working guy. I'd say one of them on the indies right now. But he's one of my boys, but he wrestles all over the place, and luckily AEW picked him up, and now he's getting a paycheck. So
Love to see it. Sandman, you have been announced as the commissioner in PWE. PWE, of course.
Yeah, they're in big
expelled.
trouble now.
Yeah, expelled.
Who knows
coming
what
up
I'm going to do?
April 4th at the Bach Building. Talk to me about how you're feeling. You went so long being the guy coming in through the rafters, coming in through a hole in the wall, listening to Metallica and drinking beer and whipping people with a cane, but now you're the boss.
I don't know about the boss. Is the commissioner the boss?
I think you got some sort of charge.
Well, if you screw up, you're just going to get caned. That's basically it. What else am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? Slap you on the wrist? No, I'm going to cane you on your head.
I love it. Well, listen, BTA will be in the building on April 4th.
Oh, nice.
I understand there's a rule in class, but just stay out of BTA's way. That's all I'm going to say, boss. All right?
Okay.
Yeah. Very excited. Las Vegas. Of course, we know what weekend it is. Friday, and then you got the Saturday night show with the
Yeah.
acid. That's going to be great.
Sandman's gonna be doing the acid the whole weekend.
Mushrooms,
He
probably.
needs it for the Invisible Man.
Yeah, I bet. You'll actually see him.
Ooh. Ooh, maybe there's an angle there.
Yeah.
You do pop some mushrooms
Oh,
and then
you
I
can
can
see
see
him.
them.
Yeah.
That's
We
not
found
bad.
it. We found it out. It's a hybrid. You have to take a little bit of shrooms, a little bit of acid, a little bit of kratom, and then you can see them.
When do you guys get into Vegas? I feel like this is trouble.
I think I'm there Wednesday. Well, I'd bring my sons with me too, so
Sure.
I'd make a little week out of it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man,
Joey?
I have a hell of a week. I only wanted to do one show. I wanted to do it for this I just wanted to focus on this kid and have this classic match people talk about forever. But somehow I got suckered into 6 fucking shows.
There it is.
But money is money. You know, I'll be making the money. I'll be gambling it away at night on the Mo Mummy slot machine. But,
What's your casino of choice when you get into Vegas?
oh man, Ew. I mean, all of them.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I don't drink anymore. I have been sober for like a year.
Loser.
Come on. I've been sober for like a year and like
Quitter.
7 months. Oh.
I think both
My
of you.
pancreas was the quitter.
Yeah, I think.
My pancreas. It wasn't me. It wasn't my brain. If I could drink right now, I'd be drinking right now.
Yeah,
But,
I'm sure they could hang your jersey up at Xfinity Mobile
Dude,
Arena.
I don't know what my pancreas looks like. Imagine what mine looks like right
I'm
now.
surprised. You know, pancreatitis. Like I had it. Like, but the thing is, like my addiction now, it's like if I see a slot machine, it's like
Yeah, it's
Usually
like
when I
that.
used to gamble, it used to be like, okay, play a little bit. And then go drink a little bit. Now it's just play, and lose all your money.
And I don't like casinos at all. I'd much rather bet on a basketball game than sit at and play cards or something. at a
You keeping up with
casino.
this tournament?
No, because I was signing all day Saturday, so I don't. And yesterday, then I went home and I slept all day. I drank and slept all day yesterday.
Hell yeah. Oh, wow. Well, this has been quite the conversation, gentlemen. Very excited for the weekend of April 17th. Of course, GCW's Joey Janela Spring Break 10. By the way, you're 10 deep. That's pretty cool,
10-year
man.
anniversary.
Congratulations.
Brodie Lee Jr.'s age.
Yeah, right. And the last
great.
match of the Sandman, taking down the Invisible Man. Hopefully.
Maybe his last
I know.
match.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The guy's pretty tough.
He might be just doing it for the plaque. He saw the plaque we gave Sabu last year. He's like, I want that shit.
I want my own plaque.
Yeah. We have to get you a plaque now.
I hope you get the plaque.
Good.
Sandman, Joey Janela, thank you so much for coming through the iHeartRadio studios. You guys are awesome.
Thank you.
Peace, Philadelphia.